gonna talk something random right now.
All right, welcome back, beautiful people, to our. Hey, you know what? Welcome back, except for your Pippin here. I told you guys not to come back. I told you, Strand, yeah, a podcast. But seriously, welcome back to a little humble sports podcast, First&Goat. Today's Thursday, June 8th, and our show starts right now. So let's dive in right now. Just a real quick, CP3 just got waived hours ago. Not breaking news. But anybody, any thoughts, any final destinations? Too soon to tell, right? You know, anybody go big moves or. But what do you guys think? You guys look like you got something. You got something going on.
CP3 used to be. I think he revived his career. Towards the tail end of it. But I just feel like he's so broken down that I don't think he'll be anything but a veteran addition to any team right now, so not like a starter, but somebody I would love to see him like somewhere in Memphis or Sacramento, just somewhere where he could mentor the younger, point guards in those teams.
Well, you know what? I don't think Chris Paul has any interest in mentorship right now. He wants to win.
Where did you say? Memphis or where?
Memphis or Sacramento. Now my strength is not like, oh, it doesn't work. Like I always struggle with that. Like if it even works or if they could make that, but I just like him as a like a mentor. You know what I mean? Kind of like what Laurie's doing for Miami right now. He's coming off. He's not starting, right? He's not logging in heavy minutes versus how he used to back earlier in his career. But whatever CP3 has left in the tank, he would be with a contender. But I would like him with like a young up and coming team. Which you're right, Sal. I don't think he might be interested in that.
I think he's maybe 1 year away. I don't know how to come up with it, but I think he's 1 year away.
He could mentor Austin Reeves, right? That guy needs some mentoring.
Oh, fucking shit. Yeah, I mean.
But if we talk about him joining a contender, are the Lakers really a contender in the West? Like, who else is a contender out there that would make sense for him to maybe come off the bench so he can play last minute, so he can hopefully try to stay healthy? Because the Phoenix Suns had a reputation for having a really good training staff. Remember Grant Hill? Like, he was hurt in Orlando and all these other places that he went to, and then the Suns training staff actually kept them pretty healthy. So they have a good reputation. So I don't know. I really have no idea who else. I just know that the Lakers have been brought up as, like LeBron and him are like super good friends and they'll be a good fit. But I just find it funny that the same people, Shannon Sharp, who's like saying, he would be great for the Lakers, is also saying that he understands why the Suns are getting rid of him because he can't stay healthy and all that stuff. Now I get the Suns would have to pay him $30 million and the Lakers only $7 million. I guess that's what makes all the difference, your investment. So if you're only paying $7 million and he plays 50 games, that's at least, it's the investment is not as bad as $30 million and 50 games.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't see him as a mentor right now. I don't know if I could picture him as a mentor ever. I know, but maybe I think he's like a year away. I mean, I could be wrong. I think Laurie hasn't had his career as big as Paul, and probably hasn't made the money as Paul. So he's probably lingering on as much as he can to get paid. Like Haslam, he just sits around. That guy's just doing to get paid. Like he didn't make huge big bucks, so he didn't stick around. Got nothing else to do. What else to do? Yeah, I thought about Lakers. That was my first thought. Maybe Lakers. It makes kind of sense. Maybe he goes back, unfinished business, goes back to the Clippers. That's another I thought about that.
The Clippers. Yeah, they could use a point guard.
Yeah, and but I think my thought is, like you said, he's broken down, he's kind of old. He's pretty still effective on the floor. So I don't know why people, when I bring this up, people think like that's a bad idea, but like bring him in and just shut him down. Don't even think about using him for the first couple months. Started breaking him in, and as long as you're on pace to make the playoffs, and boom, that's what matters. That
like a mentor.
Huh?
Like
No,
a
no, no.
mentor setup. Like, I mean, he's
Well,
gonna impact.
yeah. Mentor, maybe part-time mentor, you know. And then when it, I guess a guy like Austin Reeves is blowing out the water, then you stay your ass on the bench, you know. But like I think you need someone like that. I don't know where else. I'm put a lot of thought into it. I got stuck at Clippers and Lakers.
Well,
Maybe
what
talk
about
about it.
what about going back with the Suns? So they just waive them and then bring them back for a less amount.
Right. Supposedly he wants to go back. That's what Chris
Yeah.
Paul wants to do. He wants to stay with Phoenix. Phoenix is the one that's trying to figure out what to do with him. Trade him, waive him, but they can't keep him or they don't want to keep him because of the price tag on his contract. So
I thought it was more that Chris Paul's camp was something like, if you're going to make a decision like soon, so they were kind of pressed on doing it.
I think it's both. I think it's that combination. So the Suns saying, well, we can't afford the 30 million. But they're trying to figure out if they just waive them or restructure the deal or whatever options they got.
I want to go on record saying that I don't want him to go to the Clippers. That'll be a disaster. I could just see it. Playoff time, Kawhi Leonard going down with injury, Chris Paul going. They're the 5th, 6th seed,
So the company
and
the
they're
bench
out.
for like
They're
20,
out in the first round. Right? So I like that actually. But I could just see that being a disaster with the Clippers. I like him with the young team, and then because they don't need to depend on him.
Yeah, I don't.
76ers.
76ers is nice. What about Dallas? Nobody seems to like Dallas.
Well, I don't know. I mean, how you gonna
He's
get him?
off the bench? Very limited.
I think Dallas. It depends what else they do with the roster. I don't like the Irving Doncic combination.
Mhm.
So what else do they do? Where would Chris Paul fit? Chris Paul he fits great with AD and LeBron. Honestly, he just does.
Yeah, I think Dallas got bigger issues. As far as Luka and Irving together, I'm not sure like if I would dismiss it altogether. I said we talked about that. We bring in big names into another team late in the season, and like it takes time to build that chemistry. So if you can't get a good deal for Kyrie and you bring him back and do the max deal, try to figure out the first couple months of before the trade season, before the trade deadline, and see what you got. But I think they got other things to worry about than bringing in another guy like Chris Paul.